Y'all, can we have a serious conversation for like 5 minutes, maybe a little longer? Because I genuinely think some of y'all are making K-pop miserable. At this point, I don't even think some of y'all like K-pop anymore. I think y'all are just hating. Y'all just like hating. And honestly, that's a problem. Hey y'all, this is Miss Neo back on What's New with Miss Neo. So today, we gotta talk about this. Do you know what made K-pop feel like K-pop? The fan spaces. Remember when you would open Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, YouTube, whatever you used, and it was just people being excited? Everyone was freaking out over teaser photos, making edits, laughing at funny idol moments, talking about vocals, making fan theories, discovering new groups, watching variety shows. That's what made K-pop fun. The community, the music, the excitement. But now, you open a fan space, and within 5 minutes, somebody's calling another group flops. Somebody getting ratioed. Somebody posting hate edits. Somebody comparing charts. Somebody dragging an idol over something that they did 10 years ago. It's just hate everywhere. How are we supposed to enjoy K-pop when the spaces that are supposed to bring fans together are filled with people tearing each other apart? We are supposed to be talking about our favorite idols. Instead, everybody's talking against somebody else's. And that's what ruined the experience. Can we please talk about these fan wars? That's really the whole point of this video. What are y'all even arguing about anymore? I need y'all to listen to yourselves. Every argument is about, oh, my faves sold more. My faves charted higher. My faves have more monthly listeners. My faves got more streams. Respectfully, I don't care. Not one care was gave. Can they sing though? Can they dance? Is the music listenable? Was the performance good? That's why I became a K-pop fan. Not because somebody sold another million albums. Some of y'all don't even defend the music no more. Y'all don't. Y'all just hit us straight with numbers like somebody care. And I don't know how charts became the main event. Somewhere along the way, people stopped asking, did you hear they comeback? And start asking, how many copies did it sell? And that's sad to me. Then people start asking, why doesn't K-pop feel as creative anymore? Well, imagine working on an album for months, learning choreography for hours every single day, recording vocals, filming a music video, trying a brand new concept, only for people to call it trash before it even drops. And don't say I'm sitting here lying, because y'all know good and well y'all done been on Twitter or TikTok or whatever, a teaser drop, and here come people talking about some, oh, this sounds booty cheeks, or I don't understand why they even let them do this. Baby, the song not even out yet. How you know it's gonna sound horrible? Y'all just be hating just to hate, talking just to hear yourself talk. Y'all be talking about the styling. Y'all say it's ugly. Y'all be talking about the concept. Y'all say they copy somebody else. Y'all say the rap cringe. Y'all say the choreo is lazy. Y'all stay trying to talk about somebody got plastic surgery. They not stable enough. They doing this, they doing that. Baby, what are they allowed to do? If every single comeback gets ripped apart regardless, why would companies keep taking creative risks? Eventually, they gonna start playing it safe. And that's what they doing. Because no matter what they release, somebody already decided that they finna hate on it. And every time I open Twitter, every single time, never fails, somebody getting dragged. It doesn't matter who. It could be a rookie, a veteran, a soloist, a popular group, a new group. Y'all always have somebody to hate on. At this point, some of y'all wake up and y'all clocking into your hate shift and don't clock out until it's midnight. Respectfully, don't y'all have jobs, school, hobbies, anything, than to be online wasting your time arguing about stupid stuff? Because the amount of time some of y'all dedicate to people you claim to hate is honestly concerning. And this where some of y'all, I might start losing some of y'all, but I don't care. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Y'all love parasocialism, but let me tell y'all something that go both ways. Y'all love calling fans parasocial. Oh, you too attached. Oh, you too obsessed. Oh, you always defending this person. Okay, but guess what? You sitting here watching every comeback, every live stream, every interview, every scandal, every this, every that. You just sitting here waiting for somebody to mess up. Let me tell y'all, that's parasocial too. You just attached through hate instead of admiration. You're still letting that idol take up space in your mind every single day. And let me speak on these problematic idols. I know how y'all get when it comes to topics like this. If an idol does something offensive, do I agree with it? Absolutely not. Should they be educated? Yeah. Should fans email the company? Yeah. Should people explain to the company and to that person why what they said or did was harmful? Absolutely. But after that, it's done. What else can you realistically do? If you've decided to unstand, cool. If you've spoken up respectfully, cool. You done did your part. But constantly sending hate, making edits, camping under every post, calling them names, that's not education anymore. That's straight up hate. And hate, one thing about hate, it don't teach people nothing. If you don't like this group or this idol anymore, unstand them then. Mute them, block them, move on. Because making hating somebody your whole personality, that's exhausting. And honestly, it just makes you look insufferable. And then this is another thing that gets on my nerves. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, I've been had this stuff locked in for years because it's so tiring. Y'all act like y'all the CEO of K-pop. You tell people you stand one group or they see you stand this group. What you stand them for? You support them? Girl, you need to understand them immediately. Who made y'all the fandom police? People are going to stand who they want to stand. You don't have to agree. You don't need to agree. You don't even got to understand. But you cannot control another grown person's music taste. If somebody wants to support an idol that you don't, that's their decision, and you need to mind your business. You stand who you want to stand and stop trying to make people understand groups. And before anybody twists my words, no, I'm not excusing ignorance. I'm saying context matters. American K-pop stans sometimes forget that these idols grew up in an entirely different country. Some of y'all really be showing when they say that American people are just like spoiled and are ignorant sometimes. Y'all really be showing that. Y'all don't even know that y'all be showing that. Y'all don't. Y'all think that y'all don't show it, but y'all do. These people have an entirely different culture, entirely different education. They have different conversations, different media, and different algorithms. The YouTube homepage in Seoul is definitely not the same one that I'm finna be looking at in like Texas or something. These are conversations that are huge in America that simply aren't as visible elsewhere. I'm talking about when these Koreans are not as educated on topics that are happening in America, and y'all fans, and they might say something because they don't know. They're ignorant. They don't know. And then y'all want to sit up here and get mad and start hate trains on them. That's what I'm referencing in this right now. If somebody genuinely doesn't know something about that situation, educate them and explain them why it's harmful. That's productive. But starting a week-long hate train on somebody, what exactly is that going to accomplish? Because I promise you, thousands of quotes, tweets, calling somebody names has never been the same thing as education. Half the time, this stuff that we are talking about, those idols have never heard it in their entire life. Does that excuse what they said? No, it doesn't. But you can't expect them to just know. And that's when you go and be productive and educate them. What are you hating for? And let me tell y'all, I'm sitting here making this big testament or whatever, but there are idols that I also don't support. For example, there are certain members of Super Junior that I personally just don't care for. Do you know what I don't do? I don't spend my afternoon searching their names so I can get mad, because what they're doing is not affecting my everyday life at all. I still have laundry. I still gotta eat. What did BTS say? Life goes on. The world is gonna keep spinning, whether I like them or not. And they world gonna keep spinning too. Life is way too short to spend it obsessing over people that you don't even like. But I'm gonna stop lecturing K-pop stans. At the end of the day, hold idols accountable. Speak up when something is genuinely harmful. Protect the communities that are affected. But don't confuse accountability with harassment. Don't confuse criticism with making hate your entire personality. Because somewhere along the way, some of y'all stopped being K-pop fans and started becoming professional haters. That's why K-pop doesn't feel like K-pop anymore. Not because the music disappeared, not because the talent disappeared, but because the community forgot how to actually enjoy it. But if y'all like this video, please like and subscribe. Please tell me y'all opinion about all of this, and maybe any personal things that you've encountered with fans or whatever in the comments. But y'all know I'm gonna keep bringing y'all what's new. I'm gonna keep bringing y'all the opinions, because there's always something new with Miss Neo.